So I'm going to start by pulling from the astrology oracle deck. Get some information from this right here. Let's see what we got. Holy Spirit, holy angels, nature spirits, please protect me as I do this collective energy reading. Block out any malicious intent. Open my mind's eye to what could be hidden, what is not there, what is unseen. And give me a clear read on what we need to know at this moment. What do we need to know today? Okay. So the first is a house. I pulled the 10th house in Gemini. Okay. We'll be clarifying on the 10th house in a moment. Now, again, I am not a professional. Well, I am a professional. However, I am not as knowledgeable in all of the areas of astrology. However, I am doing my research as a parent. So, mind you, I will be using the research that I've done so far to clarify the cards that I am reading. So I've got the 10th house in Gemini, which Gemini is normally like kind of a very playful spirit, sometimes a little bit two-sided. Definitely something we want to pay attention to, especially when it comes to the 10th house, which, okay, so we're looking at reputation and the reputation somebody has built. And something about the waxing crescent moon is significant. Let's get some clarifying cards. And I'll go ahead and post the spread that I'm going to use within these instances. So what I'm going to try to do, I want to do a Celtic cross spread. However, if I go that deep, it's gonna really take a lot out of me. I still had a lot to do today. So let's go ahead and for this moment. So again, we're starting off first with the and the angel numbers will be last, so you don't have to worry about that part just yet. Okay. Gemini in the 10th house. Your career and your reputation are being paid attention to, especially now more than ever. Career and goals are being highlighted at this point. People are really paying attention to you. And it looks like closed eyes are being opened. So with the waxing crescent, you're normally going to see it moving in the opposite direction as it to open up, right? Slowly, people's eyes are opening to the truth and the reputation of people involved. Career and long-term goals will be affected by these enlightenments. Let me get one more card. I know. It's an odd situation to bring to light because somebody is really being paid attention to at this moment. Their tenacity, their drive, their resilience, yeah, and eyes are really opening to this person. It's just like with the phases of the moon, I take the moon as an all-seeing eye, so it represents, in my instance, especially the way it's coming out right now, is that eyes are slowly being opened and illuminating the truth of what is going on. Day by day, things will pass by. The waxing crescent is really the start of an opening. of an enlightenment. We've got Mercury. Let's see what we've got for Mercury. So there's going to have to be some quick action here, some quick thinking in regards to a situation. Uh-oh. Absolutely not. I'm not taking off either. There's definitely some communication that needs to happen. Somebody's in a situation that they cannot get themselves out of. Okay. We've got the 4th house and Hygeia. This might be a little bit long, so bear with me. This is probably going to be the longest reading that I've done so far, especially in the collective energy, because I'm pulling a lot as of current. Let's see, we're going to the 4th house. So in the 4th house, we're looking at home, roots, and family. Foundations, femininity. So this is definitely a feminine energy which is coming forward. And for Hygeia. Okay, so there's a feminine energy who is taking on some kind of medical I wouldn't say it's a disease, but I would definitely say there's some healing going on with this feminine energy. Last one I'll take Amethyst from this deck. Okay, so from what I'm seeing so far with the 10th house, there is some career which is being affected by a transit as of current. People's eyes are opening with the waxing crescent moon and the 1st quarter moon. People's eyes are really opening to the nature of a person, how to interact with this person, how to move with this person. With Mercury being in his house all on its own, right? Mercury is telling us that communication is necessary for things to move up. It's going to take quick thinking in order for a situation to be resolved properly. However, you know, it's still going to be something that needs to be communicated about. There needs to be talking. There needs to be some level of understanding in regards to a situation. And it's going to take you using your full being, including the powers of discernment, in order to get an accurate read and to move forward with the situation the best way that you can. You know, you don't want to kind of like go into a situation and just bullheaded and kind of just go through it and boom, I don't know what to do now, and then move back out of it. No. You want to take your time and kind of evaluate the situation for what it is, kind of get an overall reading and take your time as you evaluate the situation and as it continues to move and flow. With the 4th house here, if we're going to go over anything, it'll be this feminine energy, which is being affected. Their health is being affected at this moment. Something that was not taken care of or paid attention to when the first time is coming back to bite somebody, basically. A feminine energy might have gotten a little bit in over their head and missed something, which led to some kind of, I'm getting an outburst, right? Okay. And the last card I pulled out was Vesta, so something about somebody's passion and what they were truly looking for in a situation was not was not properly communicated, and actually became something more detrimental to what they were trying to accomplish, right? Somebody's true intentions were basically illuminated within this entire reading right here. And, you know, whether it's for you or somebody else, you want to really step back and evaluate the situation for what it is, kind of give yourself a little bit of grace in the situation and learn from your mistakes. If this is you, that's what I advise you to do. Step back, evaluate the situation, and move forward. If you are from the outside looking in, though, you really got to pay attention to where everything came from, how everything started, how everything's moving, because these things can get a little tricky, especially because, you know, this person was a trickster for quite some time. And their ways of trickery got them in a little bit of trouble. So, okay, let's go ahead and pull from the writer tarot. I did a couple pre-shuffles, however, again, I don't like pre-shuffling anything. Pre-shuffling just, I don't feel like you get the most accurate. I feel like it's just too planned out, Let's go ahead and shuffle. I want it to be random, because when you get a random pull, you get more of a feel for the energy that you're tapping into. It makes it easier to discern. Okay, so let's go ahead and I normally do everything in threes, but again, I told you I was going to go a little bit deeper into the reading. This one might be longer than my normal readings. Normally my readings are like 20-25 minutes. You know, I'm deciding to delve a little deeper into the collective energy so that we can get a little more information, right? I like doing this. This is fun. However, some of the stories that come to me, some of the things that come to my mind, some of the energy that I'm collecting is very somber. I'm not gonna lie, it's very sad. And, you know, anyways, let's just, I have no opinions in the situation. Again, I am not opinionated, especially when it comes to these things, because what the hell does my opinion have to do with anything in regards to the messages that I'm downloading? One thing, I do have dreams. I have a dream state, and I used to have prophetic messages, and the last prophetic message that I had was to get started doing tarot. That was the last dream I had, was me doing tarot, and me actually being successful in what it is and actually enjoying it, because I've always enjoyed playing with cards, and for some reason it just came naturally for me to read the energy that came off of even a bicycle deck, like when we were playing like spades or anything. So I'm just like, okay, and Uno, all that shit. Let's go ahead and, all right. I don't know if you can hear me. If I'm too low, please let me know. This is not a live reading. This is going to be a post. The next reading I do is going to be a live reading. Okay. And just to let you know, I'm not a magician, not a warlock. I don't do spells, none of that shit. The most I'll do is tarot. I am an oracle. I am a seer. I am a watcher. So I see a lot, and I pay attention, and I might not call out everything, but best believe I can see. I'm not blind. All right, let's go ahead and pull. Okay, so 2 cards came out. I've got the Page of Swords and the Empress. So Page of Swords is coming out. There's definitely a warrior in the mix with an Empress. And this Page of Swords is upright. I'll go ahead and get some more clarifying pieces of that. So there's definitely somebody with a heavy burden. Clarifying with the Ten of Wands. And this Page of Wands is entangled with this Empress in some way, shape, or form. Carrying a heavy burden. Something spirals. The Hierophant. Somebody's saying enough to this situation. All right, let me just stop right here, cause okay, so there's a Page of Swords entangled with an Empress, and one of the two is carrying a heavy load. Somebody is putting their foot down and saying, this is done, okay? We are not going to continue doing this. Clarity being given with the 4th house in Hygeia and the 10th house in Gemini, which goes from career. So somebody's career and stability is being affected big time right now. Somebody is being looked at differently. Eyes are opening in a situation. And with the 5 of Cups, there's a lonely energy here. There's definitely an energy of sadness, a somber energy that is clouding, not clouding the judgment of somebody, but I mean like they're really going through it right now. And I'm talking about like whatever this situation is that is happening here is hitting somebody extremely hard. It's like there's no mercy to their emotions, their feelings, how invested they were into this connection. It's heavy. I feel like this extremely heavy energy just weighing down on my heart. And I've never actually felt that before, which is a little bit weird, especially during a reading. Like this energy, it feels like there's a weight, like a 10-pound weight just hanging from my heart. And it's just pulling it down. And with this 5 of Cups, seeing that everything that this person had, everything that this person was doing with this person, with this feminine energy, it turned out negatively. And I see she knocked down cups, right? Those cups that were supposed to be of benefit to both of them were all knocked down. And it really hit somebody hard, because not only were they financially invested in this, but they were heavily emotionally invested in this situation. Ooh, my goodness. There was secrets. There were cheating. Basically, somebody was playing with somebody's heart, right? Somebody was definitely playing with somebody's heart. And this person finally figured it out, yes. And they tried to communicate their feelings to this person, but in reality, they didn't care. They really did not care. And at some point, they weren't listening. They just stopped listening. They're just like, fuck it, I can't come to cards with you. So there is a Knight of Swords out here, right? So the communication needs to come in, and this Knight of Swords is going to come. It looks like a horseman. You know, sometimes I feel like I'm not reading this correctly, but it's like with the Knight of Swords, I am seeing so the way that it's positioned and the way the reading is positioned, they're straight across the deck, and I've got the Five of Cups, who is a lonely energy, who is sad, who's somber, covered in this cloak, not talking to anybody, kind of closed off to the world right now, right? And I've got this Knight of Swords energy, which is trying to race in to rectify the entire situation, right? But that can't happen without communication, which is clarified here with the Vesta card, right? With the Vesta card, it is clarity of there needs to be some kind of communication and expression. So it's going to take a creative approach in order to get this communication passed and get this communication to this person, right? Let me go ahead and pull from the DC Tarot deck. Let's go ahead and see what we can pull from this one. I'm gonna have to move everything back because my table's getting a little full. Oof. And no, I'm not gonna, I don't have any shells to pull, I don't have any, I don't pull letters, none of that stuff. I'm not trying to get y'all, I'm not trying to get that deep into it right now. Plus I'm not really interested in getting that deep into it. I really just like the card part. The card part is my favorite part of entirety of reading and doing tarot spreads. So, all right, let's see what we can get. This is definitely one of the decks that I resonate with the most because I'm a huge superhero fan. Matter of fact, I designed a superhero of my own based off of my own persona quite some time ago. And if you look on my Instagram page, or you know, you go through some of it, you'll find a photo or this sketch that I did of my personal character. I still haven't named it yet, but I was thinking about naming it Kip, right? For some reason, Kip came to mind when it came to it, and it's not really a superhero name, but that was the first name that came to mind when I looked at the picture. Kip. All right. Alright, so let's go get some clarifying cards for these. Let's read the energy. Come on, give me something, give me something, give me something. Come on, spirits. Speak to me, speak to me. Give me, give me, give me, give me, give me, give me, give me. All I'm hearing, if I had one wish, we could be best friends. Love would never end. It would make you. If I had one wish, you would be my fool. Promise to love you. Trust me, I'll trust you. That's all I'm hearing. One Wish by Mia. Okay, so I got reverse 10 of Cups, Last Night, Queen of Swords. Alright, so most of these cards are reversed right now. I hope that's upside down. No. A lot of it is, but no. Why is everything upside down? It's kind of just weird. I don't know. Alright, so wow. Okay. So the entirety, the deck is not all upside down, right? But every single card that I just got was definitely in reverse. I did pull out. I'm not gonna take these in reverse. I really don't want to. Something's telling me not to take these in reverse, so I'm gonna go ahead and take them all and such. We're gonna flip these ones. I will take the first one in reverse because that is the first one I pulled. But other than that, all the rest of them I'm gonna take upright because something just tells me no. Don't take them all up. Don't take them all reversed. Absolutely not. It's too much negative energy to put into something. Now I'm looking at the Ten of Cups from the deck that I just pulled from. Something's really focusing in on this right here, that Ten of Cups. That Ten of Cups is, it looks like a victory for somebody. Let's go ahead and get a clarifying for the Four of Swords, or the Six of Swords. Alright. So we've got the Six of Swords reversed. You may be feeling a sudden change was forced on you, and it's starting to fester into resentment. Imagine if Bruce Wayne had refused to take up the mantle of the Bat. Where would Gotham City be now? The more you act as a victim of circumstance, the less you'll be able to appreciate the many opportunities in front of you. Okay. So this one's a big one. All right. So with a clarifying of the Six of Swords, there are some opportunities available to you. But whoever this is for, right? And you'll know if it resonates for you because you'll feel it. Especially because, you know, again, as I take it in, I can feel it, right? So with the Six of Swords, that's clarifying, if you are in a mindset of woe is me, right? Your opportunities, you're gonna miss them every single time. There are many opportunities open to you as a current, and it's best that you take advantage of these right now, because if you take advantage of it with the Ten of Cups, right, you will get a victory. There will be a victory for you. So there are two there are opposites. These are not opposites, but there's a queen and there's a knight. Okay, so that is also being clarified within this spread at the bottom. Let's go ahead and get a reading on the Eight of Swords, or the Eight of Wands, I'm sorry. All of the conflict from the previous card has passed, and now you find yourself with an end in sight. Don't let that distract you from your momentum. Keep going. You may be feeling so ready for what's next that you lose sight of what it will take to get you there. So this is a time to slow down, realign your focus, and strong. Okay. So the problems have arisen, right? You're looking at the problems from the side of a victim mentality. I want you to take that victim mentality and switch it into a positive, right? If you look at things positively, you are going to find out that there are more opportunities available to you than you realize. The opportunities that are unavailable to you, those doors that are closed for a reason. And you need to pursue the opportunities that are looking you dead in the face. These opportunities will allow you to move forward. They will allow you to push yourselves to new heights and to choose a different path. Again, this Ten of Cups right here is a victory in whatever situation that you're in, but you can only go through this victory if you stop looking at yourself as a victim. And there is a knight and a queen here that are very highly aspected within this chart. So if you pay attention to the knight and the queen, you'll know that your movement forward is inevitable, right? You're going to have to choose something. It's all in what you decide to put your energy, which is going to determine your It's going to determine everything for you. What you choose, what you allow will be. Dance it out. And that might just be something for me because I love to dance, but dance it out. Dance it out, whether you gotta turn on your music, turn it on full blast, and rock your socks off at your home and behind closed doors. Dance it out. Get that excess negative energy and transmute it into something positive. Use that negative energy and put it into something creative that can make a difference in yours lives and the lives of others, because definitely that is going to be something that, you know, really affects your mentality, your mindset, and all that other stuff. And don't be afraid to do something that you've never done before, because shit, you know, everybody starts somewhere. Everybody's a beginner at something. And this came out in a couple of readings that I heard about today. So definitely, everybody's a beginner at something. Do not be afraid to start something new. You might find that you enjoy this more than you enjoyed everything else. Maybe this is where you belong. Who knows? But you'll figure that out as time goes on. Okay. So, I'm supposed to oracle cards. So I pulled a lot of tarot cards and pulled 2 tarot decks. And now this is my second oracle deck pulling, so let's go ahead and get some clarity. This deck right here, although it looks like the smallest deck, this one packs a big ass punch. Again, these are intuitive. Like, I am connected to these decks more than you guys know. 3 of these decks have been with me for a couple years. About 2 years, I want to say. I had a couple decks prior to that. I'm not gonna lie. One of the decks I'd had for a long time, I threw it away. And that's because I felt like it was tainted. And then another deck I had bought with a book that went with it, and it was a really nice deck and book. However, as soon as I opened the packaging and I opened the deck, there was this very malevolent energy connected to the deck, and I couldn't handle it. I felt like it was changing me with just one card pull. So what I did was I threw that deck away, and I threw the book away. I didn't even look in the book. It just felt so evil. And I had never felt such an evil presence over a deck before. But if I feel like that about something, I won't even indulge in it. No matter how much money I spent on it, it'll be something that goes straight in the trash. Right? Take the trash out and make sure the trash stays out, you know? I won't let my energy be tainted. I won't let it be taken. I damn sure won't let anybody fuck me like that. Catch it. Right now, I'm just gonna pull, and we're gonna see what we need to know from this one. Because this one right here gonna give you some information, okay? I'm going to be reading from the book a little bit as we go forward from this, but if we already know the energy that this entire spread is coming with, right? There is some sadness. Somebody is being heavily affected. There is a feminine energy. There is a masculine energy, which is currently in this situation. And somebody is trying to figure out what to do next, right? They're trying to figure out how to take this situation and transmute it into something positive. However, this is a semi-negative situation. They are also finally putting their foot down. They are not allowing this to continue, which is amazing, because it takes a lot of strength to put your foot down in a situation that you feel you have no hope in. right? Saving the connection. I mean, you can only try so hard to save a connection. Okay. All right. So I've definitely pulled out the creation card first from this deck. Awareness. The infinite awareness. I want to try to see it. So there's definitely going to be a rebirth here. Okay, so there's going to be awareness through creation. In the amount that somebody's willing to create, there is going to be a spiritual rebirth, and the third eye chakra is going to be opened. So if your third eye chakra is not open as currently, there are some ways you can open it, but just know once you take off the rose-colored glasses and you're in reality, you are not going to put those back on, and you cannot put them on. There is awareness here of the situation, so whoever is available, they're aware of what's going on and then everything that's going on. There is a rebirth of spirituality, meaning somebody was definitely pushed towards their religion after a situation. So there was creation. There will be creation. The creation is what's going to move things forward. It's going to open your awareness to things that are happening around you. It is going to rebuild your belief system from the ground up, right? And with the third eye chakra encompassed in the whole thing, it is going to enlighten you. There's going to be quite a lot of enlightenment to yourself as a person, to the energy that you're letting off, the energy that the other person is letting off, whichever energy is aware how high vibrating you are. There it is. And the crown chakra. All right. This is temple. Third eye chakra. Here. Here. Yeah. Somebody's crown is under attack. Spiritual attack. There is definitely some magic happening here. However, if you pay attention, in most wars, which I'm getting a lot of warfare here, and it might be spiritual warfare. It could be the war of the hearts. I'm channeling Love and War by Tamar Braxton. Somebody said every day was gonna be sunny skies, only Marvin Gaye and lingerie. I guess somebody lied, started discussing it to fight it, and don't touch me please. Then it's let's stop the madness, just come lay with me. Truth be told, I'm waving my flag before it goes bad, yeah. 'Cause we made it this far, for better, for worse. I wanna feel it even if it hurts. If I gotta cry to get to the other side, let's go, 'cause we're gonna survive. Oh. We stay on the front lines. It's a war zone. I'm looking at all of these cards and it just feels like it's a war zone. There's a front line, there's a second line, there's a third line, there's a back line, and there's a healing. There's the healing through all of it. This is a classic situation of love and war, the heart versus everything else. Matters of the heart, trying to figure out how to move in the situation, the enlightenment of everything that's going on, and with the clarity, like I told y'all shit. clarity. Like, this is definitely matters of the heart that is being affected in this situation. Like, this is a very serious, like, hey, like, you gotta feel through it. You gotta feel through it, but you've also got to be logical with the situation. You got to open your eyes to what's going on, because again, you, you need to enlighten yourself on the situation. You might need to do a little research and see how you should handle the situation. You might need to have a conversation with a trusted person about the situation and how you're gonna move about it, because again, this right here, this bread, right? Somebody is feeling it. Somebody is like, it is so heavy that I am feeling the heaviness on my heart. Again, I told you, I feel like this 10-pound weight is just weighing down my heart. And, one thing I can clarify with is one of my own sketches is the heart and the feather. I want y'all to think about this. The heart weighed against the feather in any situation is judgment. And judgment will be brought in a situation. But it's time right now for careful evaluation of the entire situation as it goes, because this is a tricky one. A mask has been on this person for so long that now we're just ripping the entire mask off. Mask off. Mask off. No more mask. Tell the truth. Get it together, whoever this is. Come on. Y'all both need to have a very deep heart-to-heart conversation. Come on. Tell me what's up. Because it can only lead to one thing, healing, right? This open heart space, having this conversation, telling the truth, whatever needs to happen, is only going to lead to the healing of both parties, right? What's really going on? What's really on your mind? What's really going through your heart? What are you feeling at this moment, right? What is it? Because to be completely honest, this is what we're pinpointing here, and without being able to really get to the nitty gritty of what somebody's saying, this can't happen. This can't happen. And it's just a lot of suffering that's going on. Just suffering for what? For what? A false image? Right. Don't put no false image. Right? Show me who you are. Especially if this is a partnership situation and you hiding yourself from your partner, or if you're telling your partner lies at the end of the day, how can you heal without being honest to your partner, without opening up to that person, without telling them what the hell is going through your mind, what is wrong, right? It's about openness. It's about feeling. It's about telling somebody how you feel. It's about being honest to that person about how you feel about a situation, right? There can be no healing if there's no communication. Bam! That is what it is. There can be no healing if there is no communication throughout the entirety of the situation that is going on here. I want y'all to really take into account what y'all are thinking. What's going through your mind? Where's your heart sitting at? Where's your heart sitting at in a situation? I want you to really think about this. Man. That's the thing, Empress. You the most important card in the deck, and you worried about a Page of Swords. And the Hierophant is just like, you know what? I'm gonna take my hands out of this. Let's go ahead and stop this shit. And here comes the Knight after a realm of sadness, pain, upset, constantly being left out in the cold, dealing with these problems. You gotta kind of take into account, hey, at some point, y'all gotta sit down Y'all got to really talk about this. And if somebody's not listening, like, you got to make an educated decision about what you want at the end of the day and move forward in regards to stuff. But it's going to take creativity in your communication, right? Because whoever this person is not going to be straightforward with you. They're going to give you the runaround. They're going to kind of round about the entire situation. You've got to be creative in the way that you communicate with this energy, feminine or masculine, right? You got to be, your eyes are open to the situation. You know what's going on. You are aware, right? But if you want that clarity, if you want what you need, I'm going to need you to go ahead and kind of like really get into why. You know, what do you need to do? How do you need to move? What are you feeling in this situation? You need to communicate with that person. And what you communicate to that person, and try to communicate as clearly as possible. What you communicate to that person is inevitably going to kickstart or kick off or tell you what needs to be done in a situation, right? Don't underestimate the power of communication or creativity. Please don't. All right. So, from this spread, I'm seeing that somebody has finally opened their eyes to the truth of the situation and what's going on. Clarity has been granted. Somebody's putting a stop to everything that's going on. Yeah, there's something going on here. Like, somebody's like, hey, with the Hierophant card right here, somebody is just like, I can't let this continue. This cannot continue. All right. And it's a hard path. That they're sad because they were extremely emotionally invested in this. There were some lies told. They were carrying an extremely heavy burden, right? I am seeing all of this, right? But you know, there's a way to free themselves from this conversation, right? There is definitely a way to free themselves from this entire this entire thing, and it's through communication and introspection, going within, communicating with spirit, you know, universe, God, whatever you believe in, right? By the way, this is to pull some angel numbers. Oh shit! Excuse my language. Oh, okay. So far I've got 2 7s. I need one more card. Oh, all right. So the angel number I got was 776. 776. 776. Okay. All right. I got you. Okay, I'm starting to understand it a lot. So it's, again, heavy on the communication aspect. So 776, you know, normally if it would have came out with 777, we would have said you're on a lucky streak, you've got luck on your side. But with 776, you're off of alignment. So this situation will not be rectified with luck. Let me tell you that right now. It's not going to be rectified with luck at all, right? It is going to take some actual work, some actual identifying the problem, some movement forward, some chatting about it, some having conversations. You might have to have conversations with a couple people, but make sure those people are in your corner. Make sure this is your circle, right? Most people think that your circle is going to be the most trustworthy people. I learned this the other day. You've got five fingers, right? You got 4 fingers and 1 thumb, right? How many fingers does it take to close a fist, right? Right here. It takes 1 thumb And that one thumb normally goes around, across 3 people, right? Imagine this is your friends group. One person can only cover about one thumb, right? This is you. One person can only cover 3 people. And that last person is kind of like a hit or miss, right? So you've got to determine what your circle is. And that's how you determine your circle. You have really 3 good friends in a situation. Excuse that. I don't serve nothing, right? You've got 3 people in a situation. These are the 3 people that are closest to you. And then that last person can be close to you. However, you always remain wary of them. Just like Jesus had one Judas, everybody has a Judas in their life. And that person is normally supplementable and replaceable. You want to have these conversations about people. You want to kind of go through it with them and see what they're thinking in regards to the situation and how to move. Because inevitably, that's how you're going to make your decisions at the end of the day. Again, you're off of alignment. You're not going to be able to use luck in this situation. It's all going to be in how you perceive and what you do moving forward. All right? That's it. Bye, guys.